Good morning, guys. Welcome to social studies class. Changes in Cherokee culture. Copy the topic, please. Change in Cherokee culture. Life for the Cherokee began to change when Europeans first came to the region. In the early 15th, no, you have to copy questions and answers. In the early 15th, explorers traveled through the southeast. Some explorers had diseases that were new to North America. Those diseases those diseases made many Cherokees die. There are diseases that nowadays are not dangerous to us, like smallpox, como la varicela. Ya varicela antes mataba. Now, no. Smallpox is yes, it is a disease, but we survive. We survive.
Why la varicela mataba?
The what?
Why la varicela mataba?
I don't understand, Iris. I don't understand what your question.
No, en los años que existían los Cherokees, existía una varicela que mataba.
It was like COVID. COVID was very dangerous. It affected us a lot. Why? Because it was a new virus. Yes, millions of people died. Why? Because it was a new virus. Our body didn't know that virus. That's why it affected us a lot. So that same happened when the conquerors brought diseases like smallpox. The body of the Native Americans didn't know that disease. So the body could not fight against that disease. The same happened to us with COVID-19. Okay, so many Cherokee and other Native Americans became ill with the new diseases. Many of them, okay, became ill, se enfermaron. In 1738 to 1739, the tribe experienced its worst epidemic from smallpox. Look, this is a smallpox lesion. Eso es varicela. When the disease was by traders or was from an expedition in which the Cherokee aided to reach against the Spanish in Florida. Between 7,000 and 10,000 Cherokees died, representing about 1/2 of the tribe population. So half of the population died due to a smallpox. But no one's died from smallpox now. No one, because we have vaccines. The first European to settle on Cherokee land were traders. They brought goods such as knives, hoes, guns, see, knife, hose, guns, here, guns, clothes. Look at the clothes. They are exchanging clothes and beads. These one are beads. Beads to create necklaces, ornaments, okay? Ornaments for body or maybe for clothes. These one are beads. Beads and furs of animals. Like, to trade for the Native Americans, deer skins and furs. So, Spanish, no, in this case, were English. They were British because United States speak English. They were not conquered by Spanish. Ellos no fueron conquistados por españoles. They were conquered by English people. So, English people or British has a knife, guns, beads, clothes, okay, kinds of clothes of these. This one, because it's made of metal, and the Native Americans, the Cherokee, exchanged these products for animals' fur, like deer skin. By the mid-17th, this trade was very important. A trade is an exchange. I give you this and you give me something in back, but of course something that I want or something that is useful for me. They didn't have money to buy, and that's why they exchanged things. Around the same time, conflicts grew between the settlers and the Native Americans. The Cherokee were forced to give up. Give up is ceder, dar, land, and moved westward away from the settlers. They were forced. The Cherokee were forced to abandon their land, their homes, and move to another land. In the late 17th, the newly formed United States government tried to help, in quotation mark, in this end these conflicts. The newly formed United States government. This president, George Washington, encouraged the Cherokee to stop hunting. See, stop hunting. See, no hunting. To focus more on farming. This is what George Washington encouraged Cherokee to do. Not hunting, farming instead. The government gave the Cherokee horses, plows. This is a plow, this one, and other farm tools. They hoped that the Cherokee would change to fit in with the surrounding culture. So all of these tools were given to Cherokee to work in the land, in agriculture. Many Cherokee took up Washington's offers. Yes, many of them said, okay, I accept. I am not gonna hunt. I am going to plant. I am gonna farm. They built large farms. They went to school to learn English. They also learned how to read and write in their own language. This one, Cherokee alphabet. A Cherokee man named Sequoyah, this man, made up an alphabet. This man created the alphabet on his own. With the new alphabet, many Cherokee learned how to read and write in their own language. Yeah, they could speak like little girls and boys. A boy of 2 years speak, right, and fluently. A boy or girl of 3 years can communicate fluently, right, with you. Says if he's hungry, si le duele algo, what does he want, what kinds of TV program wants to see. But if you say to a boy or girl of 3 years old, read this, the boy is not going to read because he doesn't know, but he can speak. Or if you say, write down, what do you want from the supermarket? Le dice al niño, write it down. What do you want from the supermarket? The boy or girl of 3 years old is not going to write anything because he cannot. But even though that boy and girl can speak. So the same happened with Cherokee. They can speak and communicate, but they cannot read or write. Although many Cherokee took up new ideas and changes their ways of life, it did not end conflicts with the settlers and government. Question number 1. Copy, please. You have 10 minutes to copy 6 questions and answers. Question
Okay.
number 1. Why did many Cherokee become ill? Why? Ill. Enfermos. Why? What happened?
La varicela.
Exactly, because of new diseases.
La varicela.
Exactly. Because explorers and traders, remember that traders are people that has products. Los que llaman. That was a business. I have knife, I have guns, I have clothes. So he visited tribes and exchanged products.
And the varicela over here.
If they were sick, if they were sick, so that the Cherokee or people of other tribes get sick also. And probably that disease was new for them. That's why they died. Most of them, many of them died because explorers and traders brought new diseases like smallpox, varicella. Number 2, what kinds of activity did the first settlers do? What kinds of activity? Kinds of activity. The first settlers. First settlers son los primeros pobladores. Los primeros que se establecieron. What kinds of activity did they do?
The alphabet.
What?
The alphabet and the alphabet.
What kind?
Yeah, the alphabet.
No, that's one. That was not an activity. The alphabet, no.
Farming. Farming.
Traders. They were traders. They exchanged things. Exchange things. Okay?
Like say, pencil, other things.
They exchange things, yes. Metal objects, guns, knives, animals, maybe. Horses. Horses didn't exist here in America. Horses were brought by conquerors from Europe. Name goods brought by the first European.
For the state in other year. In other years.
Name goods brought by the first European. What kinds of goods? I show you pictures. Knife, hose, guns, clothes, and beads. Beads. These goods were brought by the first Europeans. Number 4, due to the conflict, what were Cherokee forced to do? Due to the conflict, what were Cherokee forced to do? They were forced to stop what? And also give up. They give up. What class? They were forced to give up land and move. To give up land and move westward. Sebastian, are you there? Sebastian, I have to be speaking. Otherwise, I don't know if you have problems with that. 16 students, 3 in ESL. I still miss 1 student. Gabriel. Okay.
Gabriel.
Gabriel is not in class. Number 5, what did George Washington do in order to help Cherokee? What did he do in order to help Cherokee?
Farming.
He, because it's George Washington, he encouraged them to what?
So instead of hunting, to farm.
Exactly, to stop hunting. See, to stop hunting and focus more on farming instead. That's what he did. He encouraged the Cherokee to stop hunting and to focus more on farming instead. List some changes in Cherokee cultures after Washington's offer. Something they didn't do before and something they learned to do. What did they learn?
Where's your microphone?
Daniel? Daniel, are you there?
Daniel is not here. I see.
Ryan is there, but the camera doesn't focus him. It's not focused.
Voy to ir a otro lado que haya luz.
No, yeah, that's one thing.
Wait.
And the camera is very high, like Christopher. And Christopher never fixed that. Nunca arregló eso. Y lo estoy pidiendo desde el primer parcial. Nunca me arregló eso. So I cannot see Christopher. Solo el pelo, literalmente.
Yeah, only the hair.
Just the hair.
And what only can see.
Sí.
Va, cuando estemos en clase presenciales, no.
Yeah, another way that I think Christopher can do that is sentarse más atrás. Poner la computadora en una mesa más grande. Así la computadora está más alejada, so I can see him.
Alejada un poco el teléfono, el tablet.
But he's not working on telephone. He's working with computer, with a desktop computer. But that's another solution. En una mesa grande, pongo la computadora más alejada, because you don't have to be typing. Just watch the screen and copy. Open your microphone to answer if I make a question. So that's it. But he never fixed that problem, because that's a problem. Question. List some changes in Cherokee cultures after Washington's offer. What things changed in the culture? They learned to do something they didn't do before. What was that thing? What was it? They learned to what? What did they learn? And I made the example with a little kid, little boy and girl. Something that a little boy and girl can do.
Alphabet, the Syriac alphabet.
And I said, a little boy and girl can speak, but cannot
Write
and read. And after Washington, George Washington offered help to Cherokee, so some changes happened. They built large farms, went to school, learned English, learned their own language, and Sequoyah made up a Cherokee alphabet. Sequoyah was a Cherokee Indian, but he was very, very intelligent, right? He was an outstanding person in his group because he was able to create an alphabet. So he was very smart. He was very smart. He was not an average Indian. He was an outstanding Indian, definitely.
Miss, I finished to copy your microphone.
This one I just show it. Yo lo acabo de mostrar and it's a lot. I don't think you copy everything. Sorry, but I don't think so. I just show it. I don't think you copy everything. Remember that in this class you have no homework. Okay, so thank you for your attention, guys.